Hey everybody, Lee here with the poll list for July 17th, 2013, presented by LongboxRadio.com. Longtime followers of LBR might remember another internet endeavor me and Mike Haynes did, which was Video Game Pipe Dream. This is one of the many sets we used, a little nostalgia for you all. It's also where I work part-time sometimes as a video game clerk, so there you have it. But today we're talking about comic books. Specifically, from DC Comics, we have Batman 66, which did come out last week or the week before, digitally for $1. What Batman 66 is a... Jeff Parker has written a Batman storyline that takes place during the Adam West, kind of Burt Ward Batman era, and from what I've kind of looked through and seen, it is fantastic. The art just nails it, and I know I'm kind of far away on this video, but fantastic stuff. It is kind of a pricey book at $3.99. It's a thicker book though. Lots of great stuff. You just read it in the voices of the characters in your head, and it's friggin' amazing. So there's Batman 66. Also from DC Comics, we have Supergirl number 22. Supergirl is definitely one of the books that I read based solely on the fact that I really like the character. It was between this and Wonder Woman. I stuck with Supergirl, so don't fail me now. So there it is. Going over to Kaboom Studios, which is not a studio I oft go to, or publisher rather, for comic books, but I got turned on to a little internet show, a little cartoon hangover show known as Bravest Warriors by Pendleton Ward, rather, who is, of course, the creator of Adventure Time and numerous other cartoons. The creative output of that guy is just something else. So I learned that there was a comic book based on it, and while I hadn't checked out any of the Adventure Time stuff, I think Bravest Warriors is actually more my thing, my shtick, as it were. So I went and I splurged this week. I picked up... Well, here they all are. I'll come closer to the screen for this one. Got number one there. They were mostly all just around cover price, except for the first couple, which are like 50 cents plus. But I got all of Bravest Warriors, 1 to 10, and 10 actually came out today, so it is relevant to the poll list. But there you have them. Of course, the art, got like a lisp all of a sudden. The art is on point. It's exactly like the show, which you can check out for free on YouTube. I highly recommend you do. Really, really cool stuff. I like the characters, digging all of it. And finally, we have number 9 and number 10, which is out today. So, gonna see how that is. Hear my thoughts of it on the next poll list, I guess, and I will probably keep picking it up. There's new episodes of Bravest Warriors coming out soon, too, so stoked. Moving over to Marvel Comics, we have Avengers number 16. We got a Hulk hanging out on the cover. Recently caught up on this book. Great stuff. Heading into the Infinity storyline and whatnot. Really looking forward to it. Jonathan Hickman's just destroying it on this book. He's got Nick Spencer writing backup on here for him. And there's a free digital code, so look for that after the show. Moving on, we have Savage Wolverine. This is number 7. I picked up the first issue. Didn't really like what was going on. What it basically is the Avenging Spider-Man of Wolverine. I picked up this most recent... arc that's going on. It started with number 6 because Zeb Wells took over the writing and Joe Mad's doing the art. So that is a combination I want to be part of. I love Zeb Wells on team-up books and kind of something with a little heart and comedy to it. So definitely picked up Savage Wolverine. There's a free digital code, so if you want to see what it's all about, you can check it out at the show there. Scarlet, admittedly, this is issue 7 here. I did not like issue 6. I knew ultimately that's where that book was going. It was gone for a long hiatus, came back with number 6 after the whole Take Down Wall Street 1%, 99% thing happened. And it felt a little preachy, felt not what I was getting, what I initially got into Scarlet for. But this is number 7. I wouldn't have picked it up, but it is on my pull list, so I was actually obligated to buy this issue, so hopefully it knocks me out of the park. I enjoy the art, I enjoy the writer, of course, Brian Michael Bendis. Loved the first 5 issues, which you can pick up on trade paperback now, but not so sure about its return here. Still a great book, just not what I was looking for out of it. Moving on, we have Ultimate Comics Spider-Man, also from Brian Michael Bendis. Free digital code in there, so look for it after the show. Miles Morales returning as Spider-Man. He's tearing off his skin to reveal Spider-Man underneath, who he truly is. So there you have it. Moving on, we have a new book this week, and it is Superior Carnage, which also has a free digital code, so look for that. Hawkeye, still no free digital code. Superior Carnage, digital code. Whatever. So this is number 1, of course. It's parodying the Superior Spider-Man first issue there, with him kind of crawling towards us on the cover. It's from Kevin Shinick, who I admittedly don't know. I don't know if he's done some prolific writing, and maybe something I was never into. Not familiar with the name, not familiar with the artist for the most part either. But it is apparently Superior Spider-Man month. They'll have let you know on the bottom there. So there's Superior Carnage. I'll check it out. I was a really big fan of the previously mentioned Zeb Wells' work with Carnage, and then Clayton Crane did the interiors and stuff. I think Clayton Crane is doing covers, maybe? That looks like his work, even though he's not anywhere written on the book. Whatever. Was a really big fan of those. Not so much Minimum Carnage, which was a event that spanned between Scarlet Spider and Venom. And then this, I like the character of Carnage. I like it done well. I like when he's done just psychotic and like Joker on Ritalin. Does that even make sense? But that's what Zeb Wells gave us, and this is, you know, hopefully what I'm going to get here as well from Kevin Schnick. So I'm hoping. And like I said, there's a digital code there, so you can check it out. I'm kind of all over the place this episode. That is the pull list for this week. Guess what? By popular demand, we have returned to doing the podcast. Episode 47 is up right now. You can hear me be really harsh on Man of Steel, more so than it deserved, I feel, listening back on the podcast. But Rob was arguing the fact that it was fine, and that movie was far from okay. So, you know, I'm a little exaggerated on that, but you can go check that out. We're probably going to do a more... I always say this. We're probably going to try to knock one out every 2 weeks, but at least me and Rob will get one done if we can't get Mike on there. Other than that, for a room tour, as far as a room tour is, I can give you a tour of this room if you want. My own room is covered in back issues right now. You can't really see it when you watch the videos, but once I get that cleaned up within the next month, we'll definitely do a room tour. I've sold most of my nerdy stuff. I mean, it looks like it's dense with nerd memorabilia because of all the posters and like little stuff kind of around in the videos when I do them. It's really not. It's not nearly as impressive as it used to be, but still, I guess to the everyman, as most people say when they walk into that room, it's something to behold. So we'll do that at some point. Other than that, check out the podcast. You can also, of course, check out Mike Haynes on Red River Radio on the Panels of Awesome podcast for more comic book talk. It is San Diego Comic-Con this weekend, so we'll have a litany of comic book news, movies, and new series and stuff happening. So it's going to be fun times for comic book fans. That is the pull list. Look for those digital codes after, and as always, thank you for watching.